If you love going out into your garage, finding it nice and clean and no leaves having blown in, kind of like an extension of your home, you are not alone. And if you're looking at your garage floor thinking, man, I wish I could make it look better, you're not alone there either. And lucky for you, Brian Brock is on the show. He has a brand new business in town called Rhino, and he specializes in transforming your concrete surface. So often that's a garage floor.
Absolutely.
But it can sometimes be a back porch, even a basement floor. Is that right?
That's correct, a concrete surface. So our company specializes in giving a homeowner better looking concrete.
I like the fact you and I were chatting a little bit, and I said, gosh, Brian, are you doing this because people want their concrete floor to be more durable? Is it a slipping protection? And you said there's a little bit of that there, but pretty much it's a vanity choice. People just want to have a nice looking floor.
Absolutely, and if you think about it, your garage is likely the largest room or space in your home. It's an area where you're in and out of daily.
Right.
And you know, you take care of your home, you want your home to look nice, so why not take care of the garage too? And so our product is cosmetic in nature in that we make the floor look great, and the texture is kind of like an orange peel texture, so it has a little bit of surface grip to it as well, and it's just a great looking product to upgrade your garage.
So with that texture to it, that is a little bit of a slipping protection there, right? Because it makes the floor not quite so slick.
Absolutely, yes.
So I think I'm a big believer in the way things look, the more likely you are to maintain it. So at my house, I will admit that sometimes the garage can just get cluttered. It's real easy to put things down and think, oh, I'll get back to that later, and before you know it, it can be a disaster area. If your floor looks good, you might be more inclined to keep it clean.
Absolutely. In fact, one of my best friends had this done, and he has said since that he and his wife chose to have their garage floor done, they keep the garage immaculate.
Right.
He said we sweep it daily, you know, we clean it out. And the cool thing about this product is it is a lot easier to keep clean than just regular concrete. Concrete has pores in it, and so dirt and everything kind of seeps in there. The product that we put on is antimicrobial and non-porous. And so you're able to just push water out very easily. And so you can use a pretty non-abrasive cleaner like Simple Green and a water hose, and your garage will stay looking great.
So when you're showing us, you've seen some of the pictures of the work that you've done, a lot of them look to have kind of that pretty white, black, and gray type of surface. If you want to go with more color, can you do that?
Absolutely. There are, we have 14 color choices available.
Okay.
So whether you want something in a tan family or something more in a gray and black family, we've got colors to choose with both of those base colors.
You had told me, this is especially true if you have a back porch or a front porch, that it's a high UV protection in the chemical, I guess, the material that you're using. Yes,
the material we use is 100% UV stable, and so it's durable to any exposure to sunlight.
So, you know, we're watching this imaging that you shared, and it said right there, why traditional coatings fail. Why do they fail?
Well, for two reasons. So the first reason is in a do-it-yourself situation. A homeowner goes to the big box store and adheres a product to their floor. A lot of times that product fails because the concrete is not prepped properly. When we do a surface, we come in with a 850-pound propane-powered grinder, and we use diamond blades to profile the concrete, meaning that we expose all the pores in the concrete so that when we apply our surface, it roots into the concrete and has a strong adhesion. Those products that come from the big box retailers that homeowners apply, they're not grinding their concrete down, they're just painting it on there. Well, when you do that, it has more likelihood to chip and flake. In addition to that, a lot of those consumer-based products are epoxies. Epoxies are water-based, and a water-based product on top of concrete expands and contracts at a different rate. It's just not as flexible. And so you get some chipping and peeling. Our product is made of polyurea, and we're not going to go to science class here, but it is a more durable product that roots into the concrete, and it is 10 times more flexible than an epoxy, and it's 4 times stronger.
So that way that contraction with the heat and the cold doesn't make it bubble up like it might.
Correct, correct.
Okay.
And the material we buy from a manufacturer in Minnesota, so the product's made in the USA. and it's formulated for different climates. So there are people in Florida that use this particular product. There are people here in the Southeast that use it, and then people up north in areas like Minnesota. And so they blend the material for the weather in which it's being applied.
Oh, I like that. Okay, so if you have it done, how long typically does it last?
It has a 15-year warranty.
That's great. Do you, if you come in and there's some damage to the concrete, do y'all repair that before you begin the project, or how does that work?
It depends on the damage. So in all fairness, if you have foundational damage and the concrete is just bad, I'm going to recommend you call a concrete professional to pour a new slab.
Okay.
Now, if you have cracks, and almost all garages have cracks, concrete's guaranteed to crack, it just happens. We are able to mend those cracks. We have a specially formulated blend of chemical to where we actually grind that crack out a little wider, and then we mix a material that hardens in about 30 minutes. And so we pour that material into the crack, we smooth it out, and within 30 minutes it cures harder than the concrete itself.
Oh, wow.
And then we're able to profile that surface along with the concrete, and then put down our base coat so that the cracks are not visible when we finish the floor.
Is concrete the same as cement? Or are they two different things?
I would say, in all practical purposes, yeah, pretty much the same thing.
Okay.
Yeah, where you get a difference is like asphalt, like roadways are paved with. And
or
that
a
kind
driveway.
Of thing. Right, well, driveway is usually concrete as well.
Okay, so if you had an area of a driveway or a walkway or something and you wanted this done, could you do it?
Technically, yes. There's some folks that will use this material on that. Our particular business, we are looking to do jobs that are under roof.
Well, and I'm glad that you said that, that sets you up, because I think sometimes we can live in a world where people are generalized and they try to do a little bit of everything, and then sometimes that means that you can't do one thing well. So you're saying focused in this one area to perfect that for people.
Absolutely. We want to focus on the garage. If someone also has a front porch or a back patio or screened in porch or basement they want done, we can do those as well. I like to stick to jobs under roof because we're less weather dependent on being able to do your job.
Well, since you don't have the weather factor to consider quite so much, when the rains come and that type of thing, can you still do the work, or do you have to have a dry day to do it?
We can do the work on a rainy day. So if we're in a garage or a basement, we have some protocols we can take to make sure that we're mixing the material in a dry area, and then we're applying it in the garage so weather's fine.
I know you have your business over at Eastgate, but do you really like to come to people's houses and see their space to kind of give them some
absolutely
advice?
So yeah, our space over by Eastgate Mall, that's our office, that's where we stage our materials, warehouse, keep our trucks, all that. So what we do, our process is we come to the home, we do a concrete evaluation where we check the hardness of the concrete, the moisture level, we measure the space. Then we're able to show the homeowner a little more detail about the material, do some design consultation, let them pick the color that they like, and then we're able to offer a quote.
Okay.
And then if the homeowner likes the quote and says, let's do the job, then we're able to schedule the job. And most jobs, like speaking of a 2-car garage, we can do in one day.
Awesome. Well, I'm glad to meet you, and congratulations on the business for it to be brand new. He's a Chattanooga native, went to UTC, but knows the value of orange around here.
Absolutely.
Which is why he went with the name, and he said he chose the Rhino because
it's unique and durable.
It's unique and durable. So GoOrangeRhino.com is the website. You can give them a call at 654-7715. A new garage for you in about a day. Thank you, Brian.
Thank you. Set